Now with the new fuel lines, it's always a good idea to double check yourself, even triple check, because any fuel leak could be really bad. So let's start it up, see how it sounds. All right, the idle's nice. Fire, fire, Zach, there's a fire. Where are you going? Keep rolling. Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com. Today, we're going to show you how to install the H3R Performance Halguard fire extinguisher in your car. Now, as many of you know, the BMW E Series especially had an issue where, well, they would just like go up in flames, which is a really bad thing. And on that note, I mean, we're not really concerned that this car is just going to go, it's getting hot, go up in flames. But we are going to be tracking the car, so if something was to happen that was unexpected, we want to be prepared. Now, for those of you who have been following our channel for any length of time, you will know that I actually had one in my white F30 328. So it's been a little while, and then once that car was dead and gone, we moved it over to this F30 335. So today we're going to show you how to install that red one in my F80 M3. But before we do that, let's compare a fire extinguisher we got at Walmart with the Halguard from H3R Performance. Now, the first thing that you notice when we spray our lovely little Walmart fire extinguisher, it makes a total mess. And while you're spraying, you can't see where it's going. So you don't know if there's still fire anywhere because you're just blinded by this cloud of white. Second, you have to be very careful with the traditional fire extinguisher because it can damage your electronics. And well, once the fire is done and out, you may have destroyed other components. The other downfall of our Walmart fire extinguisher is, well, it's not its fault, but it's not made to be in a car. It's made to be in a kitchen. It's made to be in a garage. So yeah, it has some kind of quick release, but it's really, it's not meant to be in your car. So let's take a look at the H3R Performance Halguard. Now, as you can see with the Halguard, first thing you notice, it is super clean. Not only is it clean, but those chemicals are not going to harm your electronics or your other components, especially under the hood. Next thing you notice is, as I'm spraying, it's a clear mist, which means I can see what I'm spraying at. So if there's still a fire, you're able to really get in there and make sure that the fire is completely extinguished. And the last benefit, it's made for your car. So not only does it come in a bunch of different sizes and colors, but they also have a bunch of quick release mounts. So you can mount it to a roll cage, you can mount it on the floor, and it's super easily accessible. Now let's take a minute to install it in my F80 M3. Now, if you aren't installing this in a BMW, maybe you have a Nissan, maybe you have a Honda, it's going to be pretty much the exact same process. You may just need different tools and it may be a slightly different torque spec. Now, when it comes to installing the extinguisher in your car, it comes with a pretty standard fire extinguisher, but unless you're gonna like remove your airbags and like screw it over here and be all JDM, it's probably not really the best idea. So what we do is we use the seat mounts, and we'll have links to all this down in the description. This comes disassembled, but as you can see, there's really only a couple screws. The most important thing, and this is my preference, so you can feel free to change it up. I like to have this little piece over here. And then if you look over here, I mount this on the very end and then push everything that way. So when we put our extinguisher in, it hooks in down the bottom and goes like that, and it's going to sit out of the way. Now, as far as how to install these plastic brackets here, as you can see, I have this angled ever so slightly, so it's not gonna hit this. And this way, the actual handle itself is on the ground. So it's not like anyone's gonna get in the car and kick it, accidentally spray your car or anything like that. Once you have this, all you need to do is put your seat back. You're gonna take your T50. You're gonna release this bolt here. Now, one thing to note about these, they're typically a little bit greasy, so I wouldn't just put them right on the floor. I'm gonna just put it there for a second. And then you do the exact same thing to the one over here. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these, we're gonna bend them out a little bit, and the bolt is gonna go through here. So we're gonna just lift this up ever so slightly. Slide that in like that, and I like to make the end flush, like so. Do the same thing on the other side. And you can take bolt number one, thread that back in. Then you can take your second bolt, Put that in, and we're gonna torque these down to 31 foot-pound. Okay, that's good to go. I have all of these bolts pretty tight, so this isn't gonna go anywhere. The other thing I didn't mention earlier is I just took this here, and it's just so you don't lose the pin. I didn't think it was important until I lost the pin in my other car, but we used the extinguisher today to demonstrate, so we don't need a pin. So then you just take this, it hooks on there, rocks in. We'll put this up here, press that down, and then you can slide your seat back up. Now, in the event of an emergency, here's how simple it is to get the extinguisher out. Now, one thing that I was thinking before I did the first one was, am I going to have a problem kicking this or whatnot? So this is pretty much a normal seating position for the passenger. So as you can see, I mean, unless they're putting their feet back there, they shouldn't really have any issue with kicking it or anything like that. If you did, so the other car, I have the black one, and most people didn't even notice that I had it in here. Now, because we have the red, we had to go with the red. So as you've seen throughout today's video, there are a number of reasons why we trust these in our personal cars. And if you are interested in getting one for your car, we're gonna have some links for you down in the description. Once again, my name is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.